In this video, I'm going to be talking to you about using affirmation cards with your children. So I personally have always used affirmation cards for at least a good 10 years now. I've been using them. I have different sets, but there is one in particular that I use for myself. But affirmation cards are now becoming more popular with children, and they absolutely love it. All the children that I've seen in schools, I bring in my different sets of cards, and they love them. They love using them. So that there are lots of different sets that are specifically designed for children. The language is written in child speak, so they can really understand them quite easily. The idea behind them is for your child to have a positive statement or something to work towards over the next few days or during that week, and it just keeps them focused on that positive statement and positive aspect. So I'll just quickly show you some of the sets that I've got and then how we use them and how we interpret them. Doreen Virtue has quite a few for adults and children. They're very simple, but they're effective for children. They're enough, and as I said, they're very effective for them. So this is one. This is Cherub Angels. So obviously probably more for girls, but I find some of the boys like to use them as well. So that's by Doreen Virtue. There is a supporting document, so this will all be written down for you if you are drawn to getting some. And these come in a tiny pack. I don't know if you can realise how small they are, but they're really tiny. They're lovely, and they have all sorts of little kind of cherub angels on them, little pictures like that. Okay, and each card has a positive affirmation or statement that goes with it. So what I do, if you really want to get into this, what I do is I divine up. I don't pick the card, I divine up. So I teach the children to kind of spread out the cards like that, using their left hand, just very slowly focus into the cards, focus on what they're doing, and just run their hand without touching the card over the cards. And then they'll feel a slight tingling in their fingers or hands, and they'll know that card is the right one for them for that day, or that for the next upcoming days. And this one says there is nothing to fear. Okay, so then I tell them, okay, well that's what you've got to work on this week, is just that feeling of feeling safe, being safe. When you do feel a little bit of a fear coming up, or being scared, or say if you have a nightmare, just remember that you're safe and you're protected and you're guided. That's how I would speak to the children who were using these cards. I've used them with my 5-year-old when he was 5 and 6. He used them. I find that the children that kind of top end primary, so juniors, from about the age of 8 upwards, they love these and they really resonate with them and they really understand how to use them. So we also have another pack by Doreen Virtue. So these are the magical unicorn cards. That's what the box looks like. And these are really beautiful, really magical. They're all pictures of different types of unicorns there. Oh, that one's upside down. Okay, and I do find them really beautiful, because if you can see on the sides there, you've got the sort of gold sort of layering or gold effect there on the sides, which make them just seem really special. I love them. And again, each one comes with a keyword and a positive affirmation. So you spread the cards out and you remind your children to use their left hand, run them over the cards if they want to divine them. If not, they can simply pick them. And then they work with that one for the next few days. So, for example, I've just come across one which I think is perfect there. And it says, you'll know in the morning. When you wake up, you will have a better idea about what to do. Relax until then. So, I find these ones in particular really helpful. It's more instructive in a way. So, I'd highly recommend this set. As I said, there are all sorts, and it is about going for the ones that your child resonates with. That's important. The last ones that I use are the Relax Teen cards. And Relax Kids is a company that do all sorts of meditations and things like that for children. and they have their own set of affirmation cards, which I've used. It says relaxed teens, but you can use them with junior children, you know, eight upwards, really, I would have thought. You know, you might need to give them a bit of sort of guidance as to what some of the words mean. So, for example, at the back, you've got your keywords happy, and then it says I live in the present. So, you know, obviously sometimes they'll need a bit of an explanation, but they're nice cards to work with as well. So there you have 3 sets of cards. And as I said, you know, I'd highly recommend getting some, especially if your child's drawn to using them, which I find that they often are.